Hey y'all, it's Kanisha with Peace, Love, and Faith, and today's video is going to be on why my twin flame is not putting me as a priority. Now, I know that a lot of people are on the twin flame journey. It's kind of become this more mainstream thing. I have been on this journey for about 5 years, and I am currently exploring a connection that feels like everything that I desire. Now, one of the things that I do want to touch on in this video is just like attachment styles, how to put yourself as a priority, and really how to heal this upset. Before we get started, I am Kanisha. I am a Twin Flame Ascension Coach with Twin Flames Universe. I help couples come into harmonious union, and I also love to help people just work towards being the best version of themselves, healing any misaligned beliefs, any self-sabotaging patterns, anything like that that is really keeping you from going into just embracing the best version of yourself. So if you need any help with that, please feel free to message me. It doesn't have to be about twin flames or coming into union with your twin flame. If it's just about becoming the best version of yourself, I'm your girl. I'm here to help you, and I learn and teach a lot of things, or I teach a lot about experiences that I'm going through and that I've learned, because I'm 100% into my inner work and taking full responsibility of what's happening in my reality, even if it don't feel good or look good. But you are the creator of your own reality, and my goal is to make sure that you are showing up in your true authentic power as your true authentic self and really living the life that you desire. So let's go ahead and jump into this video. The upset being, and I have this a lot with my clients. This is kind of a reoccurring upset, so I figured we'd touch on it. This is something I experience myself as well, so I can help with what I've learned about it. But the upset being, I'm upset that my twin flame is either like ignoring you completely or just not putting you as a priority. Now, how you can heal this is through using the mirror exercise, and I'm going to break that down for you. And you might want to get a piece of paper and a pen to kind of just write down the steps. And so I will also make sure that I link a video. I'll figure out how to do that. Yeah, I don't know. I've never linked a video before, but I'll figure out how to do that. If not, I'll put it in the comments. And so, yeah, so we'll just identify the upset being, I am upset that my twin flame is not putting me as a priority. Now, some people get upset because they're like, I want them to put me as number one priority. Okay, I don't 100% back that up, because if someone is putting you as number one priority, that means you are now priority over them. And I'm not about that, because that is how we get codependent relationships and not healthy relationships. And so how I share with my clients is, I always say that it should be in order. This is what I would learn from my gurus, is that it should always be God, divine, whatever you want to call it, universe, whatever. I call it God. God first, then you, then your twin flame, and then your family. So if you have kids, this was a hard one for me. Your partner is gonna, your twin flame, your true partner, the person that you know is for you, is gonna come before your kids. Now, this is also said, just a side tangent, this is also said in the Bible, where God created man and woman, and the core of the foundation of the family is gonna be God and the man and woman, and then the children are the extension. And so this is where a lot of marriages go haywire, is because a lot of the times the woman will put the children before the man, and it don't work that way, y'all. Okay, the kids are only in the house for maybe, if you're lucky, 20 years. After that, you are left with your husband or your significant other. Like, so you want to make sure that you're always working on your relationship with God, yourself, and your twin flame, and everything else afterwards. Sorry, side tangent. Okay, so step one, identifying the upset. All right, upset that my twin flame is not putting me as a priority. Step two is going to be turning the pronouns around and making them into nouns. I'm upset with myself for not putting myself first as a priority. Step three is going to be asking yourself, is there any truth to that? Now, if you're having an upset, then step three is always yes. Now, step two and step three are a little triggering for some people, especially because it requires you to now take full responsibility of what's happening in your reality. And a lot of people don't like to do that, which I totally understand. I was one of those people where I was like, excuse me, like I totally put myself first and I totally do these things for myself. But somewhere in my life, I was not doing that. So it's being mirrored back to me. Everyone is you pushed out. You hear people talk about this all the time with law assumption, law attraction. Everyone is you pushed out. But your twin flame is your perfect mirror. They will mirror everything, all of your misaligned beliefs and all of the places where you love yourself. So they're really a gift. They are not here to hurt you or harm you or upset you. Their goal is not to be like, how in the heck can I trigger them today and make them crazy and think that I don't like them? No, if they're triggering you, in truth, when someone triggers you, they're unconditionally loving you because they're showing you a part of yourself where that trigger is being stemmed, that you're holding on to, and that you need love, comfort, appreciation, whatever it is that you need in that space. They're helping you identify that so that you can give that to yourself. Okay? As soon as you heal the upset at the core, your twin flame will stop doing those things and they'll start showing up in a place of unconditional love. They're going to mirror back to you the love that you give yourself. So step 3 is, yes, is there any truth to that? So step 3 is going to ask you, kind of looking at, well, where am I not putting myself as a priority? And that could be anything. That could be prioritizing your finances, your health, your schooling, whatever it is that's going to help you become the best version of yourself. Where are you not prioritizing yourself? It could be just not communicating with yourself, feeling your feelings, moving through emotions. Maybe you're storing down anger and resentment and sadness, and you're just not allowing yourself to feel through those. You're not making yourself a priority somewhere in your life. And so you have to be honest with yourself and very vulnerable with yourself in the space of being clear on, where am I not putting myself as a priority? Asking yourself why you're not doing it, what's preventing you from actually doing that, and then making a new choice to do that. And so ways to prioritize yourself is going to be, have a routine, making sure that you are doing things in your day that feel good to you, working out, taking care of your body, eating well, your spiritual and mental diet. What are you feeding yourself? What are you listening to? What are you watching? What are you reading? Who are you spending time with? Like, how can you truly prioritize yourself to where you feel good and you don't need anyone outside of you to make you feel good or to make you feel content with life? The next question is, are you enjoying life? Or are you sitting here waiting for things to change and happen? Guess what? If you're waiting for your twin flame to change, you're going to be waiting a very long time, because your twin flame is you, and you have to be the change you seek. So once you change within yourself for you, not for them, for you, then they will mirror that back to you. So there is that. Now, step 4 is going to be identifying this part of yourself that feels this way. I imagine just a little Kanisha, and I just scoop her up and I give her a big hug and I ask her what she needs in this place to feel loved. And just to make sure this video doesn't go too long, she'll say things like, I desire for you to put me first. I desire for you to communicate with me first thing in the morning and ask me how I'm feeling. Personally, for me, I was always woken up really roughly as a child, like blaring music, ice cold water, mattress flipped, lights turned on, people yelling, whatever it was. Like, waking up was pretty traumatizing for me as a child. And so as an adult, I still have that lingering in my adult life. And so sometimes when I wake up in automatic anxiety. And I've had to learn to go within and communicate with myself first thing in the morning, prioritize loving her, comforting her, really helping my... what is the word I'm looking for? I want to say immune system, but that's not it. There's a system in here, guys. I'm just losing my words at the moment. But really making sure that my nervous system, thank you, Spirit. My nervous system is in a place of peace before I try to just get up and go with my day when I'm in this place of anxiety. So I've learned to prioritize her peace first thing in the morning. So these are things that I'm learning about myself that require me to show up for myself and prioritize myself first, before trying to pour into other people, including my children, before trying to make sure the person that I have an interest in knows that I'm here. Okay, so that is a little bit of that. Now, the other thing that I wanted to touch on is attachment styles. So I personally myself am an am working through anxious attachment style. I keep saying that I'm an anxious attachment style, but that is a misaligned belief, and that is a self-limiting belief that I'm no longer holding on to. I am learning how to become very secure within myself. And so I have to ask myself, why am I anxious in this moment? So for instance, if I like text my person, this is something I've healed, and I finally, y'all, I finally got through this. But where I would text them and then they wouldn't respond back for like hours. And I'm like, oh my gosh, they're not gonna text me back. They don't want to talk to me. They're too busy for me. I'm not a priority. They don't care about me. All of these insecurities would rise to the surface. I am now triggered by this person's actions or non-actions, and it's requiring me to go within and to recognize these places that feel really insecure and love her. And as I've done that using the mirror exercise, I no longer get anxiety when I send a text message. I now send a text message and I'm like, cool, he'll text me back whenever he gets it. Like, he's probably doing all the 100 billion things that he does already. Like, instead of sitting here and wondering if he's going to prioritize me, guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to go prioritize me. Okay. I'm going to go put myself first. I'm going to go paint. I'm going to go do some work. I'm going to go work out. Whatever it is that feels good to me at that moment, I'm going to go take care of me and know that that's done. Like, I don't have to worry about that. And as I've done that, I've become more secure in myself instead of staying in that anxious attachment. And so this is how you prioritizing yourself can help you work through whatever your attachment style is. Now, this person's attachment style, from what he has shared with me and what I have noticed about him, is that it is an avoidant attachment style. At the core, they're the same thing, guys. An anxious avoidant and an anxious attachment and an avoidant attachment, same thing at the core. Both terrified of love. So they run away from each other. Now, this is where you get the term runner-chaser dynamic. To be honest with you, there is no chaser. Okay? In a true twin flame like relationship, like, there, you both are running from love. You both recognize that you have feelings for one another. You both trigger one another when it comes to love, and all these past relationship stuff comes up, and there's fears and there's insecurities and there's doubts, and then you're both running. So he avoids and I get anxious, but at the core, we're both triggered in running from love. So you're not so different. At the core, you're the same. Yeah, so really getting clear on, again, you can heal that too with that avoidant attachment is like, why am I avoiding? What am I avoiding? What causes me to run and hide? What causes me to recluse? What causes me to isolate? Because I'm afraid that if I get too close and I love, I'm going to be hurt and abandoned here. If you look at anxious attachment, I'm getting anxious because they're not responding to me, and I'm afraid that I'm going to get hurt and I'm going to be abandoned here. So at the core, an abandoned upset. So using the mirror exercise, going into that place where you're fearful of being abandoned, love yourself, prioritize yourself, choose yourself, value yourself, realize how worthy you are of an unconditional, loving relationship, realize that you deserve the absolute best, and then start giving that to yourself. Start showing up as that version of yourself who already has what it is that you want. And if there's insecurities or doubts or things that come up, that's where that mirror exercise is so helpful, because you can pinpoint, oh, this is something from my childhood, or this is something that I continue to hold on to because it's a belief that I just grew up with and that's what I know. So hold on to the belief or make a new belief and let that one go and choose what you actually want. I'm worthy of consistent communication. I am worthy of being pursued. I am worthy of being wanted in a committed relationship. Just getting really clear on what are your beliefs. And with your true twin flame, twin flame shares the same subconscious mind as you, so they're going to mirror your thoughts back to you. So if you're fearful, like, oh my gosh, like, he doesn't want to talk to me, I'm not important to him, guess what? This person's going to show you just that. It's not because I want to intentionally, but it's because they're your perfect mirror, so they have to in order for you to heal and choose love in that space. All right. Well, I hope this is helpful. If you desire more support or would like to work with me, please let me know. I will leave my info down in the bio and you can have that. But other than that, like, you are meant to have a really healthy relationship with yourself, and your relationship with yourself is going to always need to be the main priority. You live with you the longest. Like, the relationship with you comes before your children, comes before the significant other. Like, it was happening before all these people got here. So you always got to make sure that that is the number one relationship that you're focusing on and taking care of, and really just like, you get one life, y'all. One life. This is something I'm coming to the realization of, is, am I gonna sit here and worry about some man? No. Okay. Like, and as I made this choice, God's funny. Like, I got on TikTok, and then all of a sudden TikToks are about like asking women who are in their like 40s and 50s, like, what would you have done differently? And all of them are like, I would have never worried and like sat here and worried about a man. I would have just really gone out and done the things that I loved and really enjoyed myself and created the best life for me, knowing that that person was just going to attract to you because you're living the life that you desire. And when you live the life that you desire and really give to yourself and fulfill your own cup, you can't help but attract the right person. It's inevitable, okay? And sometimes you do attract the right person when you both are moving through things and you help each other heal. I really feel like, for me, this is what the connection I'm talking about. That's how it was. Like, we both kind of came in a space where like we had already been doing our own healing work, but our connection has really helped, at least for me, expedite some of that healing, because I had it mirrored back to me and I could move through it so much quicker. So you are 100% supported. I'm here if you need me. You can check out my Instagram, my TikTok. I have more content there about this stuff, and I look forward to sharing more videos with you about twin flames and really just how to heal any misaligned pattern that you might be holding on from childhood. All right, I love you guys. You have a great day. You can take care.